Hey everyone, and good morning. I hope you guys are all having an amazing week so far. So I thought today it'd be fun if I did a little self-care vlog, kind of like a chill routine that I can bring you along with, just because this past week has been absolutely crazy for me. It was just one of those weeks where all of my professors decided to assign the major projects and papers and assignments all on the same day. They were all due on the last day of September, so I felt like I was really scrambling and just trying to get everything done. But now that that's kind of passed, I feel like I have a few more days or at least a week to kind of get back on track before I have to start kind of picking up the pace again for the rest of my classes. So yeah, let's get started. I just thought we could have a little chill day, make some breakfast. I can do some book recommendations of some really good things I've been reading lately. And of course, I'll take you out to see the flower garden as usual. So let's go. Okay, so I just finished breakfast. The French toast turned out really good, which was awesome. If you guys want the recipe, it's super simple. You saw me make it, so you probably already know how to do it, but I'll just put the ingredients and steps down below because it's really quick and easy, and I think anyone can do it even if you're not great at cooking. But another thing is that I normally use white bread, like Italian bread, when I make French toast, but we didn't have any today and we only had rye bread, so I thought it was gonna turn out kind of strange, but it actually tasted sort of good, so this might be a thing that I continue to do. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, breakfast is done, so let's go outside and water the flowers. Okay, so back inside, watered the plants, cut some of the zinnia because it's getting a little cold outside, so they look so beautiful. I don't want them to just die if the frost sets in, so I decided I would cut some, make some flower arrangements, and honestly, these just turned out really cute. I usually try to mix in some marigolds or something like that, but I just thought that today I could just cut the zinnia and put them in this cute little jar that I had, and I really liked how it turned out, so that'll be nice to just kind of brighten up my desk for the rest of the week. All right, so now that we are done with all of the flower things, I wanted to talk a little bit about some book recommendations that I had and books that I've been reading recently, books that I have just been loving. And these two books that I'm gonna share aren't particularly new by any means. They weren't released super recently, but I just finally got around to reading them and I love them both, so I just wanted to share them with you. So the first one, this book. This is called Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens, and this was so good, you guys. I am really excited because I know that this is going to be a book that I read over and over and over. And it's not even, I mean, the story is great, but it's also just the feeling that you get when you read it. And I think it's the perfect fall book. I think it's the perfect book to start reading right now because, I don't know, it just like, you really get to curl up, get cozy, drink some tea, whatever, and just enjoy this story. And it is so beautiful. It's basically the story of, you know, this young girl trying to figure out life on her own and just figure out how she fits into the world. And I'll just read this quote on the front. This is from like the New York Times book review, and it says, "Painfully beautiful, at once a murder mystery, a coming of age narrative, and a celebration of nature." And there's just so much packed into this novel, and I just feel like also the style of writing, it's just very lyrical prose, very beautifully written, and I'm having trouble describing it because I don't want to say anything that'll give anything away, but honest to God, I would recommend this book to anybody. I think it is very, very beautiful, and I don't know, at the end I was just like, I don't even want to say it's particularly emotional, but just the feeling that you get when you read something that is so beautifully done, and just the story, you know, kind of just is woven together so naturally, and there's just something about it that makes you a little teary-eyed. So yeah, that's enough ranting about this book, but seriously, you guys, if you even have like the tiniest bit of interest in reading it, please read it and let me know what you think, because I personally loved it, and I already know that this is going to be a book that I read over and over and over. So Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens, very, very good. And yeah, I'm so glad I read it. The second book, so this is a little bit of a different genre. This is Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, and this is basically kind of like a memoir style, but honestly, it's not just about him, it's about his family and also his mother. His mother really shines. She is honestly the star of this book, in my opinion, a very spunky, very strong, very interesting lady, and he just talks about, you know, what it was like growing up as a child in South Africa. And he talks a little bit about, you know, how race was kind of viewed there. And it was very interesting to read because I think as Americans, we have a very set understanding of what race is in America. And it was just interesting to see how race and race relations and, you know, things kind of took place around the world. And he talks a lot about, you know, apartheid and just kind of how that affected his life. And of course, it being a book by Trevor Noah, it is very funny. But I don't know, you really just get yanked back and forth because I will literally be laughing so hard, and then literally in the next 30 seconds I'll read something that gets me teary-eyed. So this is also a really good book. It's not very long. I feel like it's one of those books that you just start and you don't have to put down. You can just read through it very easily. Where the Crawdads Sing is definitely a little more intense. I feel like it's one of those books that I will pace myself through. Like I'll read, you know, 3 or 4 chapters a night and then save it for the next day. But this one, if you're looking for something a little more fast-paced, I would go with this. This is just so funny, so well done. And if you're a fan of Trevor Noah and you haven't read this already, you absolutely have to. This book isn't relatively new, like I said earlier. I got this book like on sale, like I found it at Target, so you can probably find it for a pretty decent price if you look now. But yeah, Trevor Noah, Born a Crime, so good. And then Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens, literally fantastic. I am obsessed with this book. It is now one of my favorites, and I think this was actually Delia Owens' first novel, which is insane. So I really hope she writes some more books because I will definitely be picking those up immediately. So I'm pretty new to journaling, but what I've been doing is just trying to come up with like little ideas for things that I can do that don't take a lot of drawing time, but something that I can do that's a little bit cute and I can just use for the week. So something I came up with this week was a positivity sunrise. So I kind of did a very, very minimalistic sunrise over the water, and what I think I'm gonna do is I made little sun rays for every section for every day of the week, and I'm gonna write one good thing that happened to me that day of the week or something that I really enjoyed. And obviously some days there's not a lot of space to write, but it can be anything. It doesn't have to be something stellar. It can be as simple as I saw a butterfly today on top of the flower, kind of like you saw earlier. And then also for the week, just 3 goals that you want to achieve or 3 things that you want to do. It might be finish reading that book you kept putting off, or maybe, you know, call your friend that you haven't talked to in a while, just something to kind of keep you on track and keep you going. But the goals can be super low stakes. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a little thing I made, and you know, hopefully as we continue this journaling experience, they will get better and better, but we'll see. So yeah, there we have it, positivity sunrise, baby. Hey everyone, so I am back in the kitchen, and I thought I would add to this little self-care vlog by showing you how to make banana milk. And this is something my mom makes all the time. It's really good. It doesn't have the same consistency as a smoothie. It is a little thinner, but I think it tastes really good, and it's just super easy to make. So I'll show you how to do that right now. This is definitely one of the best times we made it, I think. I think it tastes really good. Yeah, so this turned out really good. It's insanely sweet, so maybe you don't have to put as much sugar in it as I did, but I'll put the little recipe below in the description box too, so if you want to try to make it, you can. It's really fast. It literally takes no more than 3 minutes to make. And it is very delicious. So I think with that, I'm going to end my vlog here today, but thank you so much for coming along with me on my little calm, relaxing self-care vlog, and comment down below if there's anything you like to do for self-care that you want to pass on to everyone else. But yeah, thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone!